Hello, hello, hello to everybody out there. Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. We are here again streaming in the weekend, but something different for this year, or today actually. We're gonna be in Brookings, South Dakota, in the beautiful, back in the beautiful country of the United States of America. Open fields, and I know this isn't really Brookings right here, but good rendition by X-Plane there, so that's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and yeah, it's awesome. But we're gonna go ahead and get ready to fly something that I've seen multiple times as my university's airplane. For SDSU here in Brookings, South Dakota, and I am so excited to fly November 81 Sierra uniform from its hometown here in Brookings, South Dakota, all the way to Minneapolis. So I am pumped. I have flown the King Air multiple times, but I've done it offline and I haven't done much, here at all. But yes, November 81 Sierra uniform, as you guys can see, the blue and gold on this aircraft. It's pretty good. But let's open the door and let's get in the flight deck and let's get ready to fly this King Air. Oh man, it is an awesome sight to see this airplane. It's just beautiful. King Airs are in general just amazing. So I figured, hey, why not fly a King Air today for today's stream. And as many of you guys may see, I changed up my display just a little bit. Which was the reason why it took me a minute to get back and get everything set as far as getting everything configured for this flight. But nonetheless, I'm still excited to fly the King Air with you guys, November 81 Sierra uniform with you all today. So let's get in the flight deck. Let's get everything basically started up. Everything looks pretty much good around here. The only thing I don't like to do is the fuel quantity. Set in the cell so we can see where how much fuel we have in each tank instead of the total that we have. And we are on ForeFlight today because, by the way, I wish I'm not sponsored by ForeFlight, but I wish I was. My goodness, that'd be so cool. But yeah, it's a VFR flight, so we won't be filing anything. So it just should be a pretty smooth process to get started up in the air. Let me make sure. I don't know if my buddy. He also has X-Plane. He's the one that I streamed with yesterday, Fulberg. I don't know if he's around the area right now, but I guess he's not, and I'm the only one in the Brookings area, looking like it. Some flights coming into Minneapolis, and unfortunately there's no ATC for today's flight, but that's fine. We'll be good, and we'll be fine. All right, without further ado, let's turn the power on, get everything in the aircraft running. And by the way, I am not a King Air pilot whatsoever, so I have no clue what the right checklists are, but I'm just kind of going off of what I've done in the past and what I've been doing. So if you do see something that's wrong, by any means, please go ahead and let me know. Whether that be saying, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. So, but that's fine. I'll take it. But we're gonna go ahead and get everything started. Usually, I like to go down here. Get all these things set. Power's on. Flight director will turn on in a minute. Electric trim, rudder boosts, and everything's pretty much set and good there. And we'll turn this the ground heat off, and then the bleed air valves will turn on as soon as the engines are on, and we'll turn the seatbelt signs on there before everything else gets turned on. All right, so we got to get used to everything in the King Air. Before we get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start out with starting the engines, obviously, but before we do that, let's close the door, make sure that everybody's good for boarding, and we got seats up, but that's fine. I guess there's only 4 occupants in this airplane, which isn't much, but nonetheless it's still good. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let's start with a left pump. Let's turn this thing on. And this transfer pump override will turn on auto as well, and we'll turn the battery on too. But we're gonna go ahead and make sure that throttle's idle, props are full forward, and we're gonna introduce low idle, just introducing fuel into the engine there as we get this airplane started. So we're gonna start off with the left engine. We'll arm the auto ignition, And then we're gonna go ahead and start the left engine. You should hear a hum, and it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna be outside for this, but yeah, essentially you see those props start turning. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's an awesome sound, guys. Let's get today started. Ooh, look at that. We are on and on. Let's go inside. Looks like we have a rise in torque. Props are rising. ITT's rising. And we got a turbine reading, which is good. Awesome. Sweet. And then with that on, we're going to go ahead and turn generator 1 on. And turn the ignitions off. Looks like it's stabilized fairly well. And that engine is on and ready to go. Sweet. Alright, let's start engine number 2. We're just going to do the same thing. Auto ignition set to arm, and then we'll turn the right on. And then we'll just kind of get that there. We'll turn auto feather off, or we'll turn it on and arm it so that we're good. But make sure that everything's good there and rising. I guess it's going to turn the fuel pumps on and get everything set and ready to go here. Alright, sweet. And the external power, we'll set that to off. And we didn't quite get the right side engine there, but there we go. We got it going, and we got a rise in our turbine reading, 60, and torque should decrease down to 75 there as soon as it stabilizes. Which everything looks good. So we'll turn avionics on, and we'll turn everything on, generators. And we'll turn this off, the ignitions, and then we'll turn the we don't have any ice going on here. It's a beautiful day out in Brookings. I look out and it looks pretty good. So pretty much everything's good. And arm, let's turn the tax lights and the recognition lights on, and yeah, we're pretty much ready and good to go. And we'll turn our bleeds on, and then we'll it's a little cold, so we'll turn the ground heat just on and get that thing ready. Alright, sweet. Everything's pretty much set. One thing that we do have to do is just make sure that we get everything set for avionics here. And I tried to do a flight in Europe with a 1 series uniform last time, but she had trouble. If she has trouble again, we're gonna probably scrap the flight and try to figure out what's wrong with my computer. But hopefully it doesn't happen today. So we'll see. Alright, so Minneapolis. Alright, sweet. We got that set there. We got pretty much everything set. But before we get going, let's go ahead and go to Brookings on our flight, and let's look at the weather. Alright, so looking at the weather here. Alright, KBKX, okay, in the 6th day of the month at 20:56 Zulu. Which is just recent, so 7 minutes ago is when it was said, and then you can kind of read that along right up top. An automated weather observation, winds 280 at 11, 10 sat miles clear, temperature 7 degrees Celsius, -01 dew point, altimeter 3009. Surface sea level pressure is going to be 10215. And a closer look at the temperature is 7.2 degrees, and dew point looks like 11 degrees right on the dot. Or 1.1, I'm sorry, 1.1 degrees, which rounds down to -1, which is kind of a look and see. And then density altitude, I think that's what that last one is. I'm not really sure how to read that, and I should know how to read that as a commercial pilot, but as of right now, I don't know it. But yeah, we're gonna keep it there, and we're gonna get ready to taxi for takeoff, and let's get this thing going. Yeah, let's get this thing going. Sweet. Brookings traffic, King Air 81 series uniform taxiing from the ramp to runway 30 Brookings. And make sure, actually, you know what? I was talking, make sure, I didn't even make sure that was a 122.8, and we'll turn this on to an altitude reporting, and then we'll set it to VFR. We'll set it to VFR here. And looking back at it again, I don't think there's ATC in the Minneapolis Center area. In the United States, for that matter, there's not a lot. There's some in LA, Chicago, and Cleveland. I wish there was today, because, well, that'd be cool if we did, but it's fine nonetheless. Let's get going. Got the brakes in. We're taxiing. Add a little power here. It would be cool to fly this airplane one of these days, but yeah, I mean, as of right now, I'm still in flight training and trying to get my flight instructor. That's the next one, so I'm really excited to get that started and get that going. We'll use Bravo 2 here. So rolling down Brookings. And trying to see what other settings we have here for views, but we don't have much really, especially in the King Air. So all right, looking good here. Slow down just a little bit. We'll hold short. Runway 30. There we are. I came to an abrupt stop here. Prop governor test. Not sure what that does, but I guess nothing happened, but everything looks pretty much on the green. We got our GPS set. We'll just switch that to GPS, and then we'll turn our flight directors on, and then we'll switch this to nav so we at least know where we're going. And we're gonna pretty much set the heading indicator to right on the dot here, so that we can follow that. And then we'll do our vertical speed up as soon as we're climbing, and we'll do our yaw, or we'll engage our yaw damper as soon as we get up there, and get everything pretty much started. We'll do 1 notch of flaps as we take off from Brookings. Flaps are indicating there. Good stuff, and looks like we're ready to go and ready to take off. Brookings traffic, King Air 810 uniform, taxiing to runway 30 for departure. Right turn out to the northeast, Brookings. Alright, sweet. And with that too, we'll turn the condition levers to full. Landing lights are going to be on. Strobe lights are going to be on as well. And I can't seem to hit it. There we go. And we'll slow down before we enter 30 here. We'll stop right at the hold short here, or not the hold short, the center line. Okay, we're pretty much good. 120, everything's set. Hold the brakes. All right, everything looks good, and let's get ready. Increase the power to hold right around 17 or 1800 RPMs there. Props good, everything looks green, no annunciators, ready to go. And we'll advance full power and let go of the brakes. There she is. Alright. Keeping the airplane center aligned here. Airspeed alive. We're going to go 95, and there's the rotation speed. And we have a positive rate of climb. Gear up. Okay, no red lights. Everything looks good. We'll wait till we get about a couple hundred feet here. 3008 was the altimeter, and now we're setting it as we're climbing, which is not good, by the way. Problem with not having a checklist is not being able to do things like that. So we'll reduce the power just a little bit, probably about is that pounds? I think that's how you read it. Torque. We'll resume the power back to 2100 RPMs. Right for a prop lever there. Torque will put back to 1200 if we can. And we're going to continue to climb all the way to our altitude of, let's go heading east. Let's go 15,500 feet. Okay. Go here. Click our vertical speed. Keep it right about there. Brookings traffic, King Air, 810 Sierra uniform, off runway 30, departing to the northeast. Brookings. Okay, sweet. Everything looks good. And we'll just do a direct to and get our stuff set here. And we'll get our flaps up too. I've completely forgot about that. That's fine. We're above blue line. We're taking care of everything. The sad part about not having is checklist, like I said. So, no flight plan today. We're completely VFR, guys. We are just on our own. We're gonna land somewhere other than MSP, so I'll change that up on the board for you guys, so you can all see it. But yeah, so far we're at a decent climb. We're hand flying the airplane, by the way. I'm gonna try to do that as much as I can. This airplane is a pretty easy airplane, not easy airplane. It's a pretty fun airplane to fly. So really don't want to do anything too crazy. And let the autopilot take over or anything along those lines. So we're just gonna keep flying. Let's take a look at outside view. Oh, with that being said, then we have to tune autopilot now. Okay, got our stuff set. Here we are. Doing fairly well. Good climb here. Looks like everything's pretty good and stable here. Okay. Guess we can lessen our climb here. $2,100. Increase the torque just a little bit more. $3008, the altimeter. Doing fairly well. Okay, we're climbing here. Let's take a look at our airplane on the iPad, and I guess we're, oh, it's a taxi for takeoff. We're gonna take off and climb. I gotta change that up every time, but looks pretty good here. We just took off from Brookings. I just started tracking the flight just right about, you know, in the middle sector there, but yeah, it's still going, and you know, we're still flying. We should pass. Actually, you should probably do this. Enter our flight route on here, and then we're actually gonna go, instead of Brookings, we're gonna go ahead and go to, or I'm sorry, Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're gonna go to Flying Cloud, Minnesota. Oh, actually, it'd be cool if I can turn my stuff on. There we go. Looking good there. We'll turn this a little bit to the middle there. That's one thing I wish that this thing kind of set, but it is what it is. Let's move it as we're flying. Everything pretty much looks good. Alright, doing fairly well. Our speed's just lessening and lessening, which isn't really cool, I think, but we'll just lessen the angle of attack here so that we're not losing speed by any means or anything along those lines. Get my keyboard back in here. What's everybody doing out back?
Destination ATIS is 124.9.
24.9er for our destination ATIS. Doing fairly well here. Climbing up, just a good look outside the window. Like I said, we're coming up to almost Minneapolis. Pretty quick flight, like I said, and nothing really going on. But we're still on the climb, as you guys can see. Oh, shnikes! I just realized something. This thing did not stop. Well, we're going to stop here at 17.5. We're going to descend. I did not know. I just got caught up with doing other things and looking at other stuff. Let's see here. We can click vertical speed again, and we'll do altitude select. We're gonna go. We start going down just a little bit. We should get into cruise, and yeah, actually now we're in cruise. So good stuff. There's that location thing again up the top. Trying to center everything. And I think it is centered as far as, yeah, it is centered. It just needs to be centered for when I type stuff in it too. So, all right, we're at cruise, and with us being at cruise, I guess we could probably turn our lights off, and basically just leave everything else on. We'll leave everything else on, and then yeah. I'll turn our fans and seatbelt signs off. We're gonna be here for like probably 5 minutes, and then we're gonna start to do our approach to flying cloud. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and also probably keep the torque lever right at full. ITT looks just fine, but we're gonna decrease the props down to 20 or 2,000. There we go. Props don't need to work that hard. Our fuel flow seems to be fairly well. And I should probably go down. And there we go. Right about there. Sweet. Ground speed looks to be not bad. 195 knots. Yeah, we're still flying. Welcome to cruise, everybody. Okay, I guess this time now it's start planning our descent into Minneapolis area. And like I said, we're gonna go to flying cloud, so we're gonna reach that early. But I guess first things first, we got to make sure that we have that location set instead of Minneapolis. And that's Foxtrot, Charlie, and Mike. This is such a fast flight that I might actually do another one. Okay, now we're direct to flying cloud. Changing our arrival there. Let's see if I can actually still lean the mixture out too, by the way. We're just lessening those levers. Okay. Low idle. I don't want that. I guess nothing really changed there. Maybe lessen the torque. See if we can, or not the torque, the prop. If we go to 1900, we should see a fairly good increase. Just a little bit increase there. And there we go. Sweet. Hope that helped. Hope it was all good. I guess look at our display here again. Show you guys. Flying Cloud Minnesota ATIS. And change that again. We're gonna look at every single thing, guys. I need to adjust those the displays up there. So okay. Fairly good here, cruise. And I'll just hang out, relax, enjoy the flight. So for those of you that might view this later, I guess, I've been really having fun as far as flying all kinds of aircraft, and I hope to do more of these things, especially since you know Christmas break is coming and hopefully get to fly with you guys every day. Be a real treat to do that. So it'd be really cool. I know I stream some of my games with my friends, and it's honestly a lot of fun. And I try to do that as much as I can too. It's more of in the realm of memories, kind of thought about. Like later on down the line, we'll look back and we'll be like, hey, this is pretty cool. Like flew. I tried to fly all kinds of stuff in the in the simulator and all that stuff, which I think it's really nice to do. And being here as well, it keeps my instrument and skills kind of sharp, at least as far as when I'm flying and all that stuff. Now I know I'm never gonna fly. I mean, not never. I shouldn't say never, but I'm not gonna fly King Air. The near next few weeks. But at the same time, it's nice to be back in here. And actually, I'm thinking about getting back and flying the 172, and going over. And this is something I'm more comfortable with. Even a lesson flight in Facebook or something along those lines, or even just doing a cross country somewhere. I think it's a pretty cool thing to do and teach everybody. Especially my family, friends, those who don't know about aviation, of the stuff that we do to kind of plan and encourage and all that stuff, or plan and encourage safety for the flight, is what I was trying to say. A lot of these aircraft systems that I've been flying, the 737, I know I've been flying online, I've been falling in love with the 737, and I've liked it, but I don't feel as comfortable going in there and going, hey, this is what this is what that is, because I personally don't know what everything should look like. Now, on the other hand, I fly something like the Arrow or the Skyhawk. I mean, I definitely know what everything's means, and what the numbers are supposed to be, what's normal, what's not normal, and I'm more involved, and not involved, I guess. I'm more knowledgeable of the systems of the aircraft itself. Now, I love flying airliners, and I'll keep flying airliners until I get in a real one. Hopefully sometime in the near future, but as for now, the simulator is definitely my home for adventures out there, especially with COVID going on. Not being able to leave and go places is definitely sad, but I get in here and I start flying and I start seeing scenery from X-Plane and all that stuff. It definitely helps out, so definitely gets that adventurous feeling, satisfied and whatnot, so which is nice. So going into Flying Cloud, it's a GA airport. It's fairly nice. I think we're gonna go to Thunderbird Aviation, and I'll show it to you guys here. Sorry, on the iPad. There we go. So I'll show it to you guys on the iPad. Thunderbird Aviation. And if we look at the weather in Flying Cloud, Minnesota right now, it's marginal VFR, and I'm seeing some clouds up ahead. You guys can see that too. But the winds are fairly calm, and it's about 1,200 feet of cloud coverage there. The ceilings are, as you guys kind of see. And I'm not really reading the METAR now. I'm reading more in the lines of stuff around the bottom here. But if we look maybe at the procedures, so winds 270, I guess we're going to have to land 28. And we're just going to do an approach. We're not going to do an arrival or anything like that. But we're just going to go ahead and do an approach coming in. And then I guess we probably do the RNAVs in one of the runways. 28 left or 28 right. Let's do 28 left. And let's pop that up. Alright, so RNAV 28 left, and I guess I'll do the briefing for you guys here before we start our initial descent into Flying Cloud, Minnesota. But it seems that this is the RNAV GPS runway 28 left in Flying Cloud, Minnesota. as you guys can see at the very top here. Okay. For a missed approach, it's right under below that. You guys can see right here. Is what I'm reading. Missed approach, climb at 2,700 feet and direct to Zamud and hold. And I completely ignored the approach course, which is 278 degrees, and our runway elevation, 5,000, and touchdown elevation zone, and airport elevation zone, both at 906. Now, going down. Holy cats! There we go. Going down more, our MSA, minimum safe altitude, is 3,500 for runway 28, right? And that is looking like it's pointed at pointed right at the runway and center of the airport. So that's what we're looking at. We're gonna go ahead and do our initial approach fix to the Farmington VOR IF. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we're pointed at that as soon as we get done with this brief. We're going to have to descend down to 2,500, as you guys can see there, for our final approach fix. And that's going to be our final altitude when we get down. But until then, we're going to be sitting here fairly well. And we can go down to 2,500 as soon as we start going back into there. And actually, we might just go direct to Herbo instead of going to Farmington VOR. So we're just gonna go direct to Herbo as we get started, starting our landing into the Flying Cloud Municipal Airport in Minneapolis. So, being said, let's go back on here. I think 8, yeah. Let's go on here and let's go procedures, select approach, and the RNAV 28 right. We'll do. Man, I said 28 left, didn't I? Yeah, we're gonna have to do 28 left. 28 left, and we're gonna do vectors, and we'll activate it, and we're gonna load it, and then we go to our flight plan, and we'll just go direct to Herbo, like I said. Push our course here. And Herbo, click direct, activate. And now we're going to initiate a right turn to Herbo, which is 88 miles, and we're pretty much good and set to do that. All right, so our minimums for this flight, and I forgot to tell that, we have LPV capabilities. So 1156 is our minimums, and I'm not really sure how to. I think it's down here. This course DH. Okay. Oh, there we go. DH is gonna be 1156, so I have to turn that up fairly by a lot. And let's see where we're at now. Maybe that's radios. I'm assuming that's gonna be radios. So we're at 250. Oh, now we gotta lessen it out. A little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 240. Yep, and then we just gotta go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go, 250. Got that in DH there. Alright, sweet. We should be breaking out of clouds as soon as we get to minimums, so we'll be fine. Okay, so it seems that we're about 24 minutes yet to Minneapolis, so we're gonna go ahead and relax just a little bit and lean back and enjoy this time that we got going on here right now. Yeah. Whew. That sounded like the engine was turning off. It kind of scared me just a little bit. But alright, good thing that we're good here. And yeah. That's so weird. Okay. Alright, so as we get closer here and get ready to land and get ready to get this stuff ready to go, we're going to go ahead and start our descent down into the Minneapolis area. And as you guys can see in the iPad here, I'll pull that up on our iPad. Yeah, we're looking like, oh shoot, Nikes. Sorry guys. We're looking like we're going to be going straight to the Flying Cloud, Minnesota airport, but we're going to go do our approach down into the Flying Cloud via the 28 left. And we'll put that on here, the procedures, and then approach RNAV 28 left, and then we're going to go vectors to final, and then we're just going to keep her on that course, and then probably go on our nav log, and then I guess we're just going to go there. Yeah, we're good there. It's not the full approach, but we're fine. We'll be good. Okay. Oh, gotta turn that off. You guys can see. There we go. Doing fairly well. I might go for a walk or a run outside. It seems like a beautiful day in Brookings, South Dakota. Don't know why we left to go to Minneapolis. But this is fine. This is fun. It's still pretty good. You know, I always say, anytime you come out and, you know, fly and whatnot, and go, you know, go to places like Minneapolis, or they go to a place like this, you know, it's just kind of, I mean, it's not like I'm saying Minneapolis is a bad place, but I'm saying, like, you know, I always say if it's a bad day outside, go in your sim, make it a good day and play. But with real weather that we're using, I mean, this is just like, it's pretty funny because, you know, we're going to a place where it's just, weather's not too hot, but nonetheless, it's still a good thing. I mean, I'm excited to go to Minneapolis and whatnot. So we're just gonna get ready here and get our plane ready to descend down to 2500. And then, yeah, I guess we're gonna go here and go to vertical speed. Down, down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll be good there. Should be about 900 feet per minute descent all the way down. And then if we're looking at the altimeters in Flying Cloud, Minnesota, altimeter 3007. Okay. Looks good to me. I'm gonna listen to some music. I'm feeling some music, but I can't play it for you guys. So I'm gonna go and grab my headset, my little tiny headphones here before we start our descent down and get ready to go. Alright, put that down there. Be right back. Girlfriend's watching Bachelor or Bachelorette. Not The Bachelor. There we go. Turn that up just a little bit. So let's sing some music. Okay, it seems like we're almost there here. And so as we started landing here, or descent, it's just been a pretty fun time being with you guys up here in the air. Just wanted to let you guys know that. And whether you're watching this live or watching this later, I'd like to thank you for being a part of our channel and learning a little bit more about aviation one way or another. It's been pretty fun, you guys. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to do one more flight after we descent down here. I'm sorry, I know you guys are not hearing the music, but nonetheless, thank you for bearing with me. I'm just hearing it in my ear right now. I'm just loving it. You guys can see I have little tiny headphones that go into my ear. Wish you guys can hear that, but I can't be playing all kinds of crazy stuff on here. No, maybe the next stream that we'll do on Flight Sim. Maybe. How about that? GA aircraft stream on the 172. Oh, I guess they have ground frequency out in Minneapolis now. Alright. Get ready for our landing here. Flying cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform, descending down to 2,500. Currently flight level 110 for the RNAV runway 28 left flying cloud. And let's go back here. We got a little bit of time. We're gonna slow our speed down just a little bit. We'll keep it up. What they really want to do is start doing highlights, especially for, you know, all the stuff that I've been doing. I think it's about time we started doing that. It's just because, you know, I know none of you guys are gonna watch all kinds of streams and, you know, 2-hour streams, but you know, I'd be more than happy to, you know, try to knock that down to just a few, you know, few clips you guys can watch. Appreciate the landings, the best times in the stream, especially that time Swiss came into the stream. That was pretty cool. So, all right, we're gonna cheat a little bit here. We're gonna switch to our heading, and we're gonna take a right turn. I'm trying to see our heading selector, because I'm seeing on the GPS that we might get to that area just a little bit quicker. So we're gonna try to extend our descent just a little bit, but not too much. We're still in the Bravo, although there's no ATC or anything along those lines. So we're just gonna go ahead and get ready to descend here. Then we'll slow our speed down to about 100 and or 190 around that area. Going just a little bit too fast. I don't want to completely pull idle on my power there. I heard that's bad for the King Air and bad for the engine, so we're not going to do that. And we're just going to turn just a little bit here. And yes, I could be hand flying this right now, but I'm going to keep it here. There we go. So the playlist I'm listening to right now on my Spotify, it's a playlist I made called Calm Skies, and it's a very nice playlist, by the way. It's just a lot of calming songs that I love to hear, and yeah, it's just kind of nice to you know, listen to it and all that stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. It's one of those the songs that calms me down, country, a little bit of Post Malone here and there. So it's pretty sweet. Pretty pumped about it. And I'm going to keep the autopilot on for now. And then we're going to turn into our flight plan here as soon as we get close into that area. There's a lot of clouds, which is good. Get some actual time, right? We'll get our plates up here. I'm going to show you guys here. We're almost to the place that we need to. I'm going to get this ready so that we don't have to worry about moving that, but as you guys can see, the phase of flight is now changed to taxi to gate. As soon as we're down and ready, that will be what's on there. Be on YouTube today. That's kind of sad. I wish you guys you know, tune in, you know, ask questions. I love answering your guys' questions, but that's fine. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time flying. So okay, I think that's Minneapolis right there. I can kind of see it through the clouds. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to go direct to Herbo from right here. And we're going to switch now to nav. Even though we got about 4,000 feet to go. Although I can do a hold, I chose not to. It'll be fine. And you guys have been really responsive as far as the subscribers go. I mean, you guys are going on here and finding, you know, you guys are subscribing. So really thank you guys for that. Appreciate it.
Caution, TFR ahead.
TFR ahead. Oh, that's the. Oh, it's for the game today. The Vikings are played at least. I think they're done. I was too busy watching the Formula One race. Next stream will be coming at you on Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning, probably both, maybe. I do have some finals that I have to take care of and all that stuff, so you know, we'll see how the schedule works, but we're gonna keep going down, descending here. Herbo to send down a 2100 as soon as we cross that. Flying cloud traffic, November 8-1 Sierra Uniform, 30 miles to the southwest of Herbo, inbound for the RNAV, runway 28 left, flying cloud. Alright, sweet. Singing. gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Click that. Click. And then we'll turn the landing lights on. And our everything pretty much on. Our taxi lights are on, and we'll turn our nav lights on because we're gonna get into some soup. And now we're exclusively flying the plane. And we're also following the flight directives that's set forth by the our flight display there, our main flight display. Got those resources, might as well use it, right? GPS, flight directors. Boost pumps are on. We don't have cow flaps. 1,000 feet to go. Send it on a 2100 now. We're going to slow down. Just a little bit more. So now is not a good time to be spatially disoriented, especially in some soup. So, alright, we're going to bring our gear down. Alright, we got 3 green. We just broke through the clouds there. Alright, got visual on the runway. Slow down, do our first snatch of flaps. And props come full forward, mixture goes rich. You guys can hear that increase in RPM. We make sure we keep it above that blue line as well. Flying cloud traffic, King Gary, what's your uniform? 2 mile final, runway 28 left. Okay. Trying to get that speed down.
500.
Blue line here. We want to be kind of right about 100 or 95 knots. Okay, we're doing fairly well.
300.
Okay,
Minimums.
continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we are. Kind of slammed into the ground, but nonetheless, we're here at Flying Cloud, Minnesota. And go all the way to the end here. Didn't want to slam on the brakes. Keep our lights on, except for our landing lights. Turn those on. Flying Cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform crossing runway 1028 on Golf. Flying Cloud. We're gonna slow down. We are going just a little too fast. And then we're gonna go ahead and take care of our flaps. Put them up. And now that we're across the threshold, we'll turn our strobe lights off. And yeah, we're Flying Cloud now. Flying Cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform down clear of all runways, taxiing to Thunderbird Aviation. Flying Cloud. Alright, sweet. Got what we needed there. Fairly good time here at Flying Cloud. Just gonna slow down our taxi speed, going just a little too fast. But nonetheless, we made it. VFR today. And now we're just taxiing back to the Thunderbird Aviation. Should just be right around the corner here, so we'll switch this up too. And yeah, just kind of waiting on here. Should be our left side over there, you guys can see after these set of hangars. Sure our wing doesn't clip that side there. Alright. Let's pick one of these parkings. Oh, how you doing there, buddy? We're gonna clip you. No, we're not. That's fairly good, guys. Make sure we can keep an eye out of that King Air. Another King Air C90. Watching both sides. Start our turn here. Lighting kind of changed. Okay, good there. All right, sweet. Now we just turn our lights on. The little thing I say, lights, and then avionics, and our mixture, and our masters. And our mags, which we don't have mags. And this would be the auto ignition stuff on. And that's it. Alright, sweet. Took care of everything. Turn that off. And then now we just gotta open the door. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at beautiful Flying Cloud, Minnesota. And as our engines wind down and stop right there. Awesome, sweet. You know, I guess that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for tuning in and being with me for this stream. Oh, I guess our friend Foberg is hopping on at Brookings, so I guess we might continue this, but we're just gonna go ahead and take just a short break, and we'll fuel the plane back up and actually head back into beautiful Brookings, South Dakota. In just a moment, but as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and get ready and actually just pick everything up and make sure that everything's good. So we're gonna do another flight. I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited to say that, but yeah. Hold on, but for those of you guys that tuned in, thanks very much and appreciate it. We'll be right back in just a few moments for our flight back into Brookings, South Dakota. See you guys in a second.
Dynamite, drop.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wonder why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. I can see the light, but I can also see the bones I don't know what else there is.
Here we are again. Back at it at you. Back at you again. With another flight. An 810 uniform. I just kind of thought I'd do this leg again. You know, it's such a fun time, and it's a familiar route that it's just kind of fun to me, and excited to kind of get this stuff started too. I wish I had like way better weather stuff, but nonetheless, we are going to be flying just a little bit with hour 34 fuel. I think we should be good there. Yeah, we're just going to increase our payload just a little bit. There we go. We're just going to be a little heavy, so it makes it more realistic. But yeah, it's just gonna be that, and there's our guy sitting in it with glasses on, I guess. Guess not cool there to turn leave that on the whole time, I guess, but it is what it is. I think we should be fine as far as everything goes. So anyway, welcome to it. We're gonna go ahead and fly back to Brookings, so we're gonna have to change this up. So Kilo Mike Sierra Papa, Kilo Mike Sierra Papa, and 2 space there, Kilo Bravo Kilo X-ray. I thought I'd go say hi to my buddy, guy that streamed with us yesterday. Played Call of Duty with me, along with my girlfriend and another friend of mine who's also a pilot, by the way. Yeah, he's out at Brookings right now apparently, doing some maneuvers, and he's thinking about trying on some plugins for X-Plane 11. So yeah, good for him, and I'm excited to see him as soon as we get everything started in this airplane. Alright, as per usual, we're gonna go ahead and close the door, and we are getting ready to get going to Brookings. We got our lights on there, and we'll turn the bleeders on as soon as we're ready. And as always, we start at engine 1. We're gonna turn our batteries on. Hear everything? Everything looks good. We'll turn our bleed air off. I thought that was closed, but and then our ground heater off as well. Okay, everything is on. We'll turn the left boost pump on, and you can hear that on that left side. And we're gonna just introduce fuel into the engine, and we'll turn auto ignition on the left side, and we'll turn sync. Oh, we'll leave it on. And we'll just start the engines. Excited to do this trip with you guys, and I appreciate it. And there is the engines. Sweet. Alright, let's turn the other engine on and turn this off. Auto arm, and turn the generators on the left side. And here we go. I'm going to turn the bleeders on the left side too. And here we go. I love flying this airplane, by the way. Just everything about it. I don't know. I just think it is a very interesting airplane to fly, and I don't know. I fell in love with it. And I didn't think I would, but hey, that's good though. Alright, stabilized torque. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, we'll turn the generators on there. We'll turn these guys off. Turn the beacon on, which we should have turned on, but fine. Taxi lights and recogs on. Turn our nav lights on as well. And outside air temperature is pretty cold. Now, we should have turned it on, but good thing we didn't pick up any icing. We're turning the avionics on. And then we'll go direct to Kilo Bravo Kilo X-ray. Should be a nice night flight. Okay, and we'll use the same runway we took off from. Okay. Get our feet set. Alright, flying cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform, taxiing to runway 28, and crossing runway 3618, 28 right for departure, flying cloud. Alright, sweet. Got everything here.
Minneapolis traffic, FedEx 780 heavy departing runway 30 left, VA right turnout to the south.
Alright, we got a guy departing in Minneapolis. We are just leaving. Flying Cloud, Minnesota. Turn everything here and get it ready to go. Flying Cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform, crossing runway 1836 on Alpha, Flying Cloud. No sense of stopping there, but we'll get everything ready for takeoff here. Flaps one notch, and we won't forget about it as soon as we get to the climb. Actually, come to think about it, I lied. No flap takeoff. So the reason for that is because in due case that we lose engine, it's going to be pretty hard for us to climb with excess drag. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that is up, and we won't do anything as far as that goes. And we're heavy, but we're not like super heavy, so we'll be fine. And you know, we'll use what we got here, and we'll be fine and we're good. All right, turn right on Alpha 1. We're pretty much good here. And we're just gonna make sure everything is good, like I did last time. But we're gonna do Kilo Bravo or Kilo Foxtrot Charlie Mike, and then I'll turn this on for you guys so you guys can see. And we'll get ready here. And then actually, it'd be better if I use my keyboard, my Bluetooth keyboard, for this thing so you guys can see everything. And then we'll just turn Kilo Bravo Kilo X-ray into the system there. We should be good. Ready to go for flying. Flying Cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform, taxiing onto runway 28 right, left turn out to the southwest. Flying Cloud. Okay. Ready to go here. Looking good. Landing lights on. Strobe lights on. and pretty much everything's good. We'll turn the ice lights on just to see, make sure that we're good and we're not getting icing. And with that being said too, we'll turn our, hold on here, our prop ice protection, our fuel vents, pitot tubes, stall warning horn, windshield will turn on to normal. Alright, and then we'll turn our engine ATIs on to, should be a little bit of a decrease there. That's fine, and everything's pretty much ready and good to go. Alright, auxiliary power, turn that on too. Okay, let's go. And our altitude on the way back, we're gonna go ahead and get into some soup. So I probably should have filed. I guess we can file one really quick. We're going west, so let's do 16,000 feet.
Traffic Delta 18, 10 mile mile. Established for freezer break. Adios.
Alright, I guess really quick. And Madison will be our airport of alternate. And oh crap. Kilo Foxtrot Charlie Mike. I shouldn't be doing this in an active runway, by the way, and don't do this in real life. But flying cloud traffic, King area. Once you're in form, lining up and waiting, runway 28 right, flying cloud. I don't know why mouth forward they're listening to this, but alternate airport's going to be Madison, and departure time is going to be now 22:30, I guess you could say. And time en route's going to be an hour and 30 minutes. And then fuel available, we have an hour and 45 minutes, and that is against regulation. It's right there, but we'll be fine, ready to go. And our planned altitude today is going to be 16,000 feet. All right, file flight plan, ready to go. All right, sweet. Flying cloud traffic, King Air 81 Sierra uniform, rolling runway 28 right, flying cloud. Alright, power is set to full. Looks like we're ready to go. Airspeed alive. Look for 95, rotate. And above blue line, positive rate of climb. Gear up. We'll turn our flight directors on, turn it on nav. Flying cloud traffic, King Air 810 uniform, off runway 28 right, straight out departure. Last call. Flying cloud.
Minneapolis traffic Delta 18, short final 30 right, Minneapolis.
Hey, we'll keep climbing into some soup here. It's gonna look beautiful once we break out of the clouds. We're just right above. We'll decrease our power to about 12 there. Keep it up. Props about 2100. Good there. I guess we'll also turn the autopilot on now. Get everything figured out there. Everything looks good.
Minneapolis traffic, Delta 18 is clear, 30 right, taxiing to the gate via Poplar Crossing runway 22. Final call Minneapolis.
And less than our ascent here. About 1,000 feet a minute. No fuel. XFR. No, we still got fuel. 400 pounds of it. I guess just there. We'll make sure we select altitude selected for our climb. Looking pretty good. And yeah, I think winds are in our favor today. Trying to find the windy app. Oof, maybe not. Well, I guess in the air we're still getting a crosswind all the way down from the north. We're looking at about 60 knot crosswind. So we're gonna fly in right nose, or to a nose to our right of the track. So that's fine. It still looks good. Trying to lessen our vertical speed there, more of our horizontal distance. Alright, here we go. We are on our way to Minneapolis on a takeoff, or not Minneapolis, I'm sorry, back to Brookings, back home. We are on a climb here and almost out of the Bravo shelf, but we're still in there. Zoom out just a little bit on the flight plan there. Looking good as far as everything, and I think we're just going to do a straight in approach into Brookings. So the only thing that I'm seeing here is a I guess turbulence from 18,000 feet on up, but we don't have to worry about that. And IFR on the surface in that area, but should be good. Ready to go, and we'll turn everything off as far as our ENTI stuff. We're looking pretty well up here, so we're just monitoring, make sure that no ice is here and everything's good. And we'll turn on that, turn that off, turn off our pitot heat, all that stuff, and all that, all ready to go. And we'll turn our landing lights off and taxi lights off as well. And we're climbing. I lowered the RPM down to 2100, crossing some altitude here, doing fairly well. Climbing at an average rate about 900 feet a minute, and everything looks good. Passenger view out back of us flying. Be really nice, really cool to be back here. fairly well. I do, sir. Welcome to view. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing just fine, whoever is watching it right now. We're flying back from Minneapolis to Brookings in this beautiful King Air. And now it's more of a night flight than anything too, so I guess can't get away from the night flights, huh? We're gonna do a morning flight tomorrow. How about that? Get all that stuff figured out and everything good, and we'll be back in Europe tomorrow. So a lot of Navigraph stuff, and we'll do all that fun stuff in there. So, all right, pretty good on the takeoff and climb. And like I said, let's pop this up again. You guys can see we're still on the flight. Good flight path on the way out to Brookings. So, yeah. 41 minutes to Brookings. And I'll do this now, actually. I'll go ahead and get all this stuff set and ready to go in my ear, so I'm listening to some sweet old music on the way there. There we go. Go back to our music there. So I was just making sure the audio stuff is good as far as everything went with that. So now I'm listening to some Joe Bros, I guess, Jonas Brothers. Okay, sweet. I can't get you out of my mind. Let's try something else. "17 in a small town." I'm gonna sing for you guys up in your ear. What's it gonna be waiting on that test? Never thought they'd be. If you know the song, go ahead and put it in the chat. if anybody's there. Or comment section if you guys are watching this again. Take a guess. You'll win something, maybe. Maybe I should do a giveaway. That's what I should do. 3 beers turns into 5 and 6, and the love drunk kids in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges. Life changes out of the blue. Just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what one beer turn into? You guys got to get the artist song too in there. If you do get this, I'll be pretty impressed if somebody actually like comments on this. So put it on the chat or whatever it is. More than welcome to. Oh man, that is beautiful. Well, don't spend without. Cause one meal turns into a cigarette burning into this 2-beer buzz. Sorry for my singing, guys, if you guys don't like it. I do have a nice microphone to do this stuff in, so I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. Sorry about that. Just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what one beer turn into? Ba, 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 ba. Oh, girl, 303 K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love with a shotgun man. 6 months later, come a baby in a carriage. You know what, y'all? You know what, y'all? The whole thing started with some alcohol. Sing it. The whole thing started with some alcohol. Changes. 303 K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love with a shotgun mare. 6 months later, come a baby in a carriage. That's not all. Here we go again, drinking alcohol. Loving it up here, guys. It's so beautiful. Listening to some good music. I mean, you can't beat that. It's amazing. I'm feeling country. I'm really feeling country. It's Morgan Wallen. I found myself in this bar. Seriously, if you guys knew that last song, if you guys are watching this, rewatching this for some reason, you are. Put it in the chat, and I'll put in a little something there for you. Making mistakes and making new friends. Life's going up and nothing made sense. I found myself in this bar. Oh, I gotta. That's for next time. That's for next time. I am screenshotting that. That was way too good. Look way too good. Turn the prop speeds down here. About 19. Fuel flow is right over 200, and that's going to be in the yellow zone. But we'll be fine. We'll refuel. And I did see about an hour 40 minutes of fuel, according to the stuff here, but eh. You know what I feel right now? Every time I do good reload there. So every time I do like cross country trips, especially for like flight training and something along those lines, so I sit there. I mean, I do exactly this. I just sit there and relax and essentially be on autopilot and just look out. And this view, man, I'm getting emotional. I'm just thinking about it, guys. I don't know how to tell you. I mean, like, a lot of people look at me and they say, "Hey, Justin, I don't know why, you're streaming aviation, but you live aviation. You go to the airport and all that stuff, and I'm burned out flying, and I'm doing my flight training too, and it's so sad." Guys, I'm telling you, like, oh man, and the song that just came up is just so emotional too, and I wish I could play it for you guys. It just makes this monologue just a little bit better, but no, as I was saying, it's just like, I'm flying and I'm doing these cross countries and sitting here, and I just look outside my window, and this is what I see. This right here, the beautiful sunrise over the Midwest. And I know I'm staring directly at the sun right now, and it looks beautiful. Even in the airplane like this and X-plane, and I mean, I just can't believe. But I fall back in love. Not that I didn't, fall out of love about it, with aviation, but I keep falling in love all over and over again, watching the skies, seeing the ground, and just knowing that I'm up here and I'm all by myself, and at the same time I'm doing something that I love. It's honestly amazing. It's even in the sim like this, I fall in love with what I do, and it's awesome. And I just wanted to share that with you guys who are watching this, wherever you may be. And Justin, I guess, if you're watching this in the future, man, don't stop. This is an unbelievable job, and it's one of the. I mean, I don't know. It's amazing. I love it. God, that's just amazing. All the dials, everything. This is screenshot worthy. I gotta get that right there. But yeah, this is amazing. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. So, no. I'll tell this story again. I know I'm gonna, but so when I was going through college and looking at the costs and going to SCSU, as many of y'all may know, I actually looked at the cost of aviation. I was very discouraged. I was very shocked at the cost of attending university at SSU for an aviation program, or for an aviation major. And so unfortunately I started looking for other majors out there, accounting. I thought math was okay, it comes easy to me. I think I might do alright with math, or accounting, or something else, teaching and all that stuff, something along those lines. And then I found out that at that moment I had a wake-up call to myself. I attended my very first class, accounting. Actually, it was my first class, but I attended my first aviation class, and I fell in love with the information, the stuff that you learn during that class, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't take another class. I mean, I tried looking for a different major, but I just couldn't. Aviation kept coming back to me, and just to think that if something would have been different, something else would have happened that influenced me to change my major from aviation into, say, business or something along those lines. That's what I was thinking about doing. And how different things would have been right now. I wouldn't have been here talking to you guys. I wouldn't have been here enjoying this. And so far, and I'm not trying to say anything too, but I'm having more. There's more subscribers, more of you guys coming in and watching the streams and all that stuff. So I'm really happy for your guys' support too, and all my family and friends, especially my friends who have been watching a lot of my streams. Thanks so much for that. You guys are awesome, and you guys keep me going. And to you, the fans out there, I know I have a few, and I know they're not on right now, but that's okay. Probably sleeping because it's late and it's Sunday and it's a work day tomorrow. But yes, I'm very thankful for everything that has happened in my life and that has led me here. So, Redwood Falls, I see that on our GPS there. I guess I don't know if I can actually see, but it's somewhere over there, I'm pretty sure. But Redwood Falls is actually the hometown of one of my good buddies, and he's also an aviation major, and he's a pretty good supporter, great guy, and I'm glad to kind of see him and have him around here. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something here. There's somebody in the closer up north coming from, I think he's coming from Bismarck, North Dakota. Yep, Bismarck to 1 Delta 1. Not really sure who 1 Delta 1 is, but let's see here. Oh, 1 Delta 1. It's kind of like it's over a few miles outside of Sioux Falls, but anyway, but yes, I couldn't imagine that. Thanks you guys for tuning in and being here with me and flying with me. It's the biggest thing. That's why I started this. So I honestly wanted to stream and do all this crazy stuff, but I didn't really. I never really thought of it much as just having people. And usually that's what I wanted to do, is have passengers with me that would tag along. I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you guys, and I want to. But just tune into the stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday. I'll try to stream in the morning. I know I got an appointment I got to do at 11. But yeah, I'll be streaming early on. It's starting at 9. And that will be in my European stream. That would be my trip to Helsinki from Brussels. And what I really wanted to do initially was to do a flight in the King Air that we're doing right now, and fly from Brussels to somewhere in Germany. I forgot where. Frankfurt, Germany, and then land at Germany, leave the King Air over there, and then take a Embraer, which would probably take an Embraer tomorrow, and fly to Helsinki. And from Helsinki, I'm willing to take on any other tips or any other suggestions, if you will, on what we can do. So. Or where we can go. So yeah, we're just flying out here and enjoying the weather. 18 a couple miles, so it looks pretty much clear, so we'll just do a straight in. We won't change anything at all. Looks like we're gonna descend down to pretty much this 3,500. 3,500, we'll do altitude select and vertical speed. I'm going to do about 800 feet a minute. And we're going to gain some speed and get our stuff close and whatnot, so. Or get our speed just a little bit closer. Gain some ground speed here, and that's kind of what I wanted as soon as we pointed that nose down. keeping that power setting just the same. So funny enough, I keep going back. And I don't want to tell you guys these stories because I'm not really doing anything right now. But I keep going back thinking, you know, I really have no clue what got me into aviation. I guess I moved when I migrated here in 2007. Okay, we took a flight and all that stuff. We flew back here, but I don't know. I guess I just never knew what really drew me into flying and all that stuff. I guess I don't know. I just all of a sudden just got a knack for airplanes. I was like, yeah, airplanes are cool. I really like it. And then I just kind of fell in love with aviation from then on out. Yeah. Kilo Mike Lima on our left. There she is, Marshall, Minnesota. A good little place. I love flying. See, here's the thing. I love flying in Europe, don't get me wrong. I just don't know where I'm at most of the time when I'm there. I fly in the US and do all this fun stuff, It's just been, I don't know, like, it's cool. Because I know all these areas and all that stuff, and I see a runway, I see a lake that I know. I think that's, oh no, I don't know if that's Campbell. I don't know. I'm trying to see, maybe no, that's Lake Norden, I think. I'm trying to think of the the place. Lake Norden, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Lake Norden. Here I am saying I know all the places, and then all of a sudden I go, oh, what's that? Beautiful south Lake Benton, not Norden. Norden's way up north. It's by Arlington, I think. Not Arlington, I'm sorry. Lake Norden's by Lake Norden, and it's right by Ponset. Yeah. I guess Lake Ponset has a beach. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna have to go over there one time, one of these days. I mean, not now. It's a winter time. It's cold as, you know, stuff outside, but be happy to try that out. Brookings traffic, King Air 810 uniform, 37 miles to the east, inbound for the straight in, runway 30, visual, Brookings. Almost there, guys. Okay, so I'd brief you guys on what's going to happen as soon as we go, but I know some of you guys are not familiar with the Brookings area, so that's fine. But as we get ready here,
Destination 8.
119.925, I already know that. But we'll pull up the airport diagram as you see. So our plan today is going to be into runway 30, and I'll pull it up here. Just give me a second. Let me get the weather out so you guys can actually see. But see here. So there it is, weather for Brookings, and I'm reading the METAR now. At the 6th day at 22:56 Zulu, an automated weather observation 250 at 6 knots. 10 statute miles visibility clear. Skies, temperature 4 degrees Celsius, dew point -2 Celsius, altimeter 3037. And the altimeter setting standard level or standard sea pressure is 10217. 1021.7. Temperature is just 3.8 and then -2.2. So good stuff here, ready to land in Brookings. And like I said, I was gonna pop the plate out for you guys, make sure you guys see it. There's essentially the airport, Pheasant Fury Aviation's there, but it's also where SDSUT is at. So we'll taxi in, and if we can get off maybe by Charlie or Alpha 2, then we'll just get off and land and be good there. So shouldn't see the lights of Brookings here soon enough. And it wasn't 35, it was at 3,800. That's just the RNAV altitude, but we're still descending fairly decent rate. Going fairly quick. Ground speed's 239 knots. So pretty good. 5 minutes to Brookings, and we'll just relax back and sit here. Lake Shawkatan. I've never been there, never fished there. Alright, check it out, I guess. We're almost entering the Brookings Echo. Let's slow down here too, because I think the airplane is not trying to compensate, making sure that the airplane's stable and good. And we're not gonna do it, but We're gonna go here to procedures, approach, RNAV 30 to seeps. We're gonna go to. That's not an initial approach plate. Ugh. That's weird. Oh, look at that. Get us all lined up straight into the RNAV runway 30. Take it back. We're just gonna go straight to runway 30. Zerpa. Let's go to Zerpa. The course is. I'm gonna put that back to Bravo Kilo X-ray. I think it just picked up the RNAV and it's established us in the approach, and then now it's freaking out because I'm sitting direct to, and then everything else isn't lined up, which I guess happens. So now it's just gonna sell it in for Brookings, but I see it anyway, so we're gonna hand fly it from here on out. Wait till the autopilot levels out, but here we go. Tell my buddy I'm about to land. Make sure I'm on the mic too. I just clicked the mic 8 times. And people in VATS are gonna look at me like.
Traffic 450 pop 2.5 miles south of Brookings. It's gonna be in for a right base, or excuse me, left base, runway 30 Brookings traffic.
Alright, I guess there's Fulberg, there's our buddy. Autopilot's off. Brookings traffic, King Air, wants to see your uniform. Got the airport, so I'm gonna do straight in, runway 30. I'll keep a lookout on the traffic.
How far are you out?
Looking about 6 miles. I'm just gonna enter a right. Actually, I got eyes on you. You go ahead and go first. Sneak in front of me. Okay. Alright, we'll turn our landing lights on. And recog's on. We'll let our friend here get down and make sure he's all good. We'll turn our flight directors off too. Because, you know, we can control the aircraft. We don't need help maneuvering that at all. There he is. And alright, we'll bring our mixture to full rich. Alert acknowledged. Ready to go here. So slews up by Aurora. We got
Brooks traffic, 4570 Papa rolling on 30 Brookings traffic.
Alright, gears down. Three green. Brookings traffic, King Air 81 Sierra uniform on a 3-mile final, runway 30, Brookings. And props full forward. Gears down, 3 green. On the approach with first notch of flaps. Floorberg, you doing practice approaches?
No, I'm just, I was testing all the mods, but I'm just going to do a power off 180 and call it. I downloaded Orbix, and I don't think it's working.
Yeah, he's got to make sure all the scripts and stuff is alright, and like, well, Xenviro is, I don't use it as often now, but it's pretty good.
500.
Okay, we'll be focused there in the final.
500.
And there's our final notches, of flaps as we come into land here in Brookings. Brookings traffic, King Air 810 uniform, on a short final runway 30, Brookings.
Brookings traffic, 4570 Papa, suspended in the air, downwind. 4570 Papa.
See ya.
100.
I got a good question before you go.
Yeah, let me just nail this landing.
40. 30. 20. 10.
There we are. Slammed her again, but did just fine there. Alright. Welcome to Brookings.
Brookings traffic, static 4570 Papa, simulated power off 180, runway 30, Brookings traffic.
Oh no. Here we are. And we'll turn our landing lights off. And keep our recogs on, turn our strobes off. And we'll put the flaps up. Let me get our flap lever here. There we go. Brookings traffic, King Air 810 uniform, down clear of all active, taxiing back to ramp on Alpha, Brookings. Get it, Fulberg. Get that power off 180. Let's go, buddy.
Yikes. So I downloaded Orbix TerraFlow, but I don't see any changes in the trees.
I'm not really familiar with Orbix. I guess I'll take a look at that, though.
Yeah.
Are you VR right now?
No.
Aw, sad. Did you nail that landing? It looked like you did.
No, it was pretty bad. Brookings traffic, 4570 Papa, holding short of Alpha on altitude.
Try flying a King Air sometime, Fulberg. You and I can do a, left seat, right seat flight.
Brookings traffic, 4570 Papa has traffic in sight on that. Alpha will be falling back to the ramp.
SDSU desk ops, you guys there? Paul or Matt? I think Wheels is working tonight. I'm not really sure. Shout out to the guys that work at the airport. This is our home airport, so oh, it's so nice to actually be out here and landed in Brookings. So, but yeah, that's pretty funny. I guess. Oh, didn't even change that taxi to the gate there on our display, but yeah. Thanks for all you guys' work. Oh man, it got dark really quick here, so that's fine though. Follow our taxiways here. And we're gonna park right over here. Getting all that set by Pheasant Fury. I'll watch Foberg come in here. We'll turn our lights off. And should be off there. Brakes. And lights. We'll turn our avionics on.
Whoops.
What is going on? You gonna park it in Sheldon's hangar? Oh man, he's challenging us, I feel. There we go.
Which one's ours?
This big one's ours. I'm right over by Pheasant's Fury.
Can you see me right in front of you?
Yeah, you're like right in front of me. Oh man, a little bit of fun here with everybody.
I'm gonna try something.
All right, go ahead. I'll keep my engines on. I'll keep my avionics on. I'll shut my engines off. It's funny. That's what he looks like. I wish I did a little bit better, but our battery's gonna run out one of these times. That's fine though. Turn beacon on.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. What are you doing?
Trying to do a pushback and see if you can see it. Did you catch my last transmission?
Yeah, you're still like right in front of me though.
It's not letting me do it anymore. It's not even letting me have it as an option.
Are your engines on?
No, I turned them off.
Okay, alright, that's good then, because I thought that, you know, your propeller's just standing there for no reason. Okay, I guess his engine is off, so that's good. But, it's pretty funny, he's just sitting there, not doing anything. And, oh man, wonder what he's...
I don't know. But, talk to you later, man.
Alright, see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, well there's Foberg. Not a lot of people, like I said, you know, in the Brookings area, you know, doing all this stuff. And it's kind of nice to have somebody there. But nonetheless, we have landed here in Brookings, South Dakota, the beautiful town of Brookings, South Dakota. We're going to shut everything else off, avionics off, and battery off. And that's about it for the King Air. And yeah, let's get everybody out and taxi out and get out of here. Awesome. Well, pull the parking brake out, and yeah. Well, like again, you know, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in to the stream, and yeah, we're here in Brookings, South Dakota, like I said, in a 1 Sierra uniform, and we'll do this again. Next stream coming at you tomorrow at 9 o'clock CST, and I think that is going to be 1500 standard Greenwich time, so the Zulu time, I guess, for those of you who are fans of mine in the international sector. But nonetheless, guys, as always, if it's a bad day outside, go inside and go fly in your sim and make it a good day. I'm Justin Obignana. Thanks very much for joining me in today's flight, and as always, I already said it. What a great outro. We'll see you guys later. Have a awesome week, and yeah, see you tomorrow.